Hi, everybody. Look at, we have so many friends on already. This makes me so excited. It's going to be an amazing night. So exciting. Let me just get a few things set up here. Hi, Barbara. All right. Well, welcome everybody to Facetté's anniversary this week. It is our 5-year anniversary, and to say that we are blessed and so full of gratitude is a huge understatement. It couldn't be without our amazing clients and community and team that we've come this far, and it's just so exciting to see where we are at. So thank you all for joining tonight. We're excited. We have a huge lineup for you, and I just want to share a few things as we let people get on. I know it takes a minute to register, so I like to give everybody that first night just a few extra minutes to be able to get on and say hello. First and foremost, you'll all be muted just because that makes it a little bit easier for us to continue with our demonstrations, but please feel free to utilize the chat or question and answer so that we can ask questions this way, make comments this way. We love that chat. So don't be afraid to use that chat option for questions as we go through everything. Hi, Christine. Hi, Cookie. This is amazing. I miss this, you guys. This is one of my favorite parts of what we get to do each and every year. I love it so much. Hi, Max. Oh, it's my little fairy godson. And we're just going to give it a couple more minutes because I want to make sure that people can log on. And then I'm going to introduce everything that we're going to do. It's going to be so much fun. Feel free to share your video if you want. We like seeing beautiful faces. It's totally up to you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, I am Amanda Wicker-Newton. I am one of the founders of Facetté Medical Spa and the Hair Experience. I do a lot of the behind the scenes business stuff, so I don't get to see a lot of you each and every day like our amazing providers do. But I can tell you, it's like the little duck's feet underneath the water, working hard for all the things that we do have. So this is the time of year I get to come on and participate and really see everyone and bring everyone together through our Zoom demos. What we love about doing this format is that you get to join from the comfort of your own home or office or car, wherever you are, and we still get to share up close and personal all the treatments that we get to do. You can ask your questions and start determining what really fits for you. I think it's one of the good things that came out of COVID is that we found that this platform works so incredibly well for what that is. Thank you, Jackie. You're so sweet. Again, I want to remind you that please use the chat. We love the chat. You'll be able to ask questions, comment, and it's so helpful because it just helps us all know what you're thinking. And I guarantee if you're thinking of a question, probably 10 other people are too. So please make sure to ask so we can definitely address that question. The biggest thing that I love so much about my job when it comes to this night is that I get to do all the giveaways. I feel like it's my Oprah week where I get to give away everything that I want. And tonight is no exception. At the end of each and every demo, I'm going to do a giveaway. And then at the end of the whole night, excuse me, I'm going to do a whole bunch of other demos. So I have been fighting a little something. So I want you all to know that I rallied super hard to make sure I could be here. All the things. That's exactly right, Brittany. I say all the things all the time because it's all the things. So no, it's kind of our thing. You guys all know. But I'm excited to be here, and be your hostess for this week. It is a blessing for me. And thank you all for joining. So one of the things that we did this year that was incredibly different that I'm super excited about is we did two transformation clients actually, where we brought them in prior to this week and did a full transformation, skin, face, and hair, to show really what all the things we can do here at Facetté and the difference that they make, and in a different way. So the first thing that we're going to share with you tonight as we move throughout the evening is our, I know, Jackie, we're gonna put together a whole selection process for next year for the transformation client, because it was hard to pick. And we want to help everybody. So this is how we do it. But you'll be able to see some of the things that we're doing so that you can purchase the promos. You guys, the promotions that we put out this time of year, we only do this time of year. So it's the best time to get all of the treatments that you're really looking for. So let us go forward and show you this transformation, because you guys are going to be amazed. Let's see if I can. Paxton and Mina are going to be joining me to discuss what we did. Are you there, Miss Mina?
We're here. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. I'm trying to find you so I can add you to my screen. There you are.
We're here.
There's the girls. Hi.
Hi.
It's anniversary week. I'm so excited.
We're so excited to be here too. And we were really excited about our first transformation. And what was really cool about this was what we could really do with several different things. So Paxton and Carrie and Jenny and myself, we all worked together to really help this wonderful lady just completely transform. So hopefully I can't see your screen, but you can start sharing those photos.
And so share right now. Give me 1 second.
Okay. And so really what we did a lot, Carrie did fillers. And what I think is so important when we're talking about fillers is it can be pretty subtle, right? And so what we're looking for is, I think sometimes people think like, I don't want fillers because it's going to make me look too big or too round or like too much. And that's actually really not the case at all. And so what we ended up doing was putting a little bit of filler in her cheeks to give her a lift up. And we put some filler in her marionettes to soften that. And then the tear trough as well too. So all of that really helped lift. Yes.
Let's make sure, Mina, that, hang on 1 second. I'm having a little technical difficulty here. Of course.
Night one.
Give Amanda a small, there we go.
Got it.
We're good. You can see it now. So this is Colleen. You have the side view.
And then the oral commissures or the marionette line. And then we did a little in the tear trough as well too, just to kind of soften that. And it really just makes her look more lifted is the big thing, right? Because as we age, we always talk about, we go from kind of a V shape to where we're most narrow here and most wide here to kind of more where we're heavier here and have less volume here. So our job as injectors is really to kind of give you more of that V shape, which Carrie did a beautiful job with that. And then Jenny, you can't really see in the pictures yet, but what Jenny did was she did what we call the Tighten Bright. And so that helped Colleen's skin tone and texture and smooth out some of the sun damage and the crepiness and the wrinkles, and it's going to help give her some tightness. And those are things that will be shown kind of over time, because obviously anytime we're doing collagen building, it's going to take 3 or 4 months per treatment. And these Tighten Brights that we do, which we'll talk about more on another night, really do a beautiful job, but it probably takes, some 3-4 months for each treatment. So that's kind of what we did on our side. And then Miss Paxton over here did an amazing job on our hair.
Hey, Mina.
Hello. Hi.
They're asking, the question is, how long will this last? So obviously we're going to continue to see in Colleen's skin that collagen building from the Tighten Bright, but maybe speak a little bit to that filler piece.
Yes. For sure. With the mid-phase, so the product that we use is called Voluma, and that lasts 1.5 to 2 years. And actually, I'm going to be doing an live injection with Carrie right after this. And so we can see that, and Carrie will talk more about that. And then typically lower face fillers last about a year. What they have seen with the Tighten Bright is that with studies, they've seen the collagen that you build from a series of about 3 Tighten Brights, you're going to keep for 2 years. And so it's not something that you have to do a series of 3 every year. It just continues to build for several months, and then you keep that collagen for the long term.
Yeah, I love that. And one of the things that we talk about here at Facetté, and we'll talk a bit more about, is that we really want to enhance your natural, amazing, beautiful features and just really soften those edges. And I feel like she's a perfect example of like not changing her look, but enhancing her
Right.
look. So
Absolutely.
we have
Absolutely.
the hair up now.
Miss Paxton. So that she's showing the before and afters of her amazing work.
Isn't it so pretty? Soft and beautiful. So Pax, tell us what you did.
All right. So what we did, I really like the word that she used too, subtle. You want to do something small that can make a huge impact. So we kind of salt and peppered some lowlights, highlights, kept them nice and honey, natural. Wanted to look really sun-kissed. And then we added 1 row of extensions for fullness. We didn't want to do anything crazy or overwhelming, kind of just enhance the beauty that she sat in our chair with. So we did some fun wispy bangs because she wanted to keep it a little younger, but like I said, still subtle.
It's so beautiful.
That's beautiful. She
Yeah.
did a beautiful job. Yeah. So that was transformation number 1. And then on Wednesday, we'll show you another
Yes.
transformation too.
I love it. And I love how 1 row of extensions, and I think many times we think about
Yes.
extensions like long mermaid hair, and it can, but also 1 row of extensions can just add some fullness and some nice depth to what we already have. And it just is so beautiful.
For sure.
So,
Yeah. It's a great transformation. So we're so excited about it. So
yeah,
yay.
it was great. All right, good job, ladies.
Good job. High five.
All right, so on to the next demo. We are going to be moving into injections, which is, I know it's amazing how 1 row of one row can really make a huge difference in what that looks like. So it's sometimes we think it's only one way or the other, but really the truth is we have lots of options, and that was part of what we wanted to share. And I agree, Molly, her eyes did pop. I feel like completely different. And someone said 7 years younger. I remember looking at the pictures today thinking like 10. I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful space for her and her transformation. As each of you know, one of the things that we love to do for our anniversary is partner with a local nonprofit to give back. We give a percentage of our proceeds from this year to this one or to this nonprofit, and then we have them come in and share about their mission and continue to share. And this year, I'm really excited. We partnered with the Alliance for Suicide Prevention of Larimer County, such an incredible group. And I'm going to be doing an interview with them tomorrow. I'm super excited about that. So keep that in mind as we keep going. And we are going to go to our next demo. Are you guys ready for us? There they are. I'm going to need to unmute them. She needs to unmute. There we go. Perfect. Hi.
Hi, Amanda.
How are you, Carrie?
I'm good. I'm good. I am here with Nichelle. She is one of our amazing hairstylists over on Facetté Hair Experience. And Mina's already done a little bit of amazing work on Nichelle already. So I'm going to just point out a couple of things.
Yeah.
And then I'll talk a little bit more about Botox and fillers. But the things that Mina's already addressed. And we've done just one side of her face. So on this side, we've added just a little bit of volume to her mid-face or her cheek line to give her some really pretty lifting and some nice definition using the product of Illuma, which we just visited about when we did our transformation client. We also added just a little bit down here to the edge of her jawline to give her a little bit better lifting and definition as well. And that is using Volux, which is a new beautiful product out that we are all loving. And then we also have started by adding a little volume to give her lips a little bit of definition. She does have probably a tiny bit of swelling. We as injectors know that there's going to be swelling. We try to prepare our clients for that. We always say, if you've got a little swelling in your lips the next morning, that's good and exciting. That means you're going to love them. We don't ever like our lips on day 1 after injecting, but day 3, we love them. So a little bit of icing helps with that. And Mina's going to then start to work on the other side. And while she does that, I'm going to visit with you a little bit more about Botox and fillers and why we love them so much. So let's talk a little bit about Botox. Botox and Dysport, I'm going to use those pretty interchangeably, are both amazing neuromodulators that we offer here at Facetté that are great for really just softening lines. We find that Botox and Dysport last about 3 to 4 months in most clients. Some clients require a little bit more, some require a little bit less.
I require all the Botox, just so we're clear. It just is, Amanda's very expressive in her forehead, so I need a little bit more than most. It's okay. I've come to terms with my Botox needs.
Yes, and the more you animate, you tend to need a little more. We
Yeah.
all have different strengths of facial muscles, of course, and men are the same way. Oftentimes, men need a little bit more,
Yeah,
and
stronger
men
muscle.
have, yes, absolutely. And Botox and Dysport have become incredibly popular for our male clients, which is really exciting that they're getting in on some of the action of keeping ourselves soft and looking youthful. Botox runs by the unit. It's just a measurement of how we inject it. And Mina, I'm just going to switch gears really quick. She is doing a little bit of voluma in the mid face or that cheek line, again, giving Nichelle a little bit of contouring, a little bit of lifting, and a little bit of volume. Back to Botox, not that I mean to skip around a lot. Who is Botox for? Honestly, it's for everyone. People oftentimes say, oh my gosh, I know someone that's 25 and they're getting Botox. Isn't that too young? We can use Botox for a variety of different reasons. We can use it for heavy scowl lines between the eyes that make us look angry. We can use it to help soften crow's feet. We can also use it lower face in our masseters if you tend to be somebody that grinds their teeth at night or gets bad headaches from that. So again, because of all the different reasons that we're trying to soften lines, it really is a range of all ages of clients. Cost-wise, our Botox is $12 a unit. If you're doing anything under 40 units, anything above that is $11 a unit. And then Dysport is $3.80 a unit, $4 a unit, excuse me, anything that is under the $40.
Hey, Carrie,
40
they're
units,
asking-
excuse me.
Yeah.
Help me with that, Amanda.
I got
Clarify
you.
that
So
for me.
40 units or more is at that lower price range, and 40 units or less is at the higher price range. And the units with Dysport and Botox are a little bit different, but the way that we have it priced, it means that they're comparable. We usually just say units like Botox because it makes a little bit more sense. They're asking about the difference between Botox and Dysport, like why one would be better than the other, so to speak.
Yeah, and honestly, I personally think it comes down to a little bit of personal preference.
Yep.
On rare occasion, we have a client that Botox doesn't maybe work as well, so we will try Dysport. Just like Amanda said, they're injected basically the same, but their volumes are slightly different, and so it does end up being equal amounts, if you will, in terms of price wise. Dysport typically has a little bit of a quicker onset than Botox does. We usually can see a softening of lines with Dysport at about 3 days. Botox is usually around 7. But we do find that Botox tends to last a little bit longer. Just like I mentioned, we kind of give you that 3 to 4 month range. So it really kind of is personal preference. We love them both. We think they both work amazing. And it doesn't hurt to mix and match as well. So some people love Botox in one area, but Dysport in another. And we're happy to accommodate that as well.
Yeah, and I love that. You know, the thing I love to Carrie about what we get to do with Botox and Dysport is that so many times we have invested in amazing products that we want our skin to look so good, but almost like a wrinkled sheet. If you keep it in a ball for so long, those wrinkles are going to stay deep, and allowing those muscles to relax gives that product time to work, and our skin allows, you know, more in. It gives it that softer look. We have to work from the inside out and the outside in. They've got to just kind of work together.
Absolutely. Prevention, prevention, prevention. If you never get a deep wrinkle, you don't have to worry about getting rid of a deep wrinkle. So the sooner you start to do things to soften those lines, they never get too heavy, and makes it much easier than, of course, avoiding trying to figure out how we're going to fix those deep lines
Right.
later. Yeah. So sooner the better.
Or we may not be able to fix them at that point.
That is very true, depending on where those lines are.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
true.
And every face is different. And I'll mention that numerous times, especially when I start talking about fillers, which we could talk about for hours and hours, but every face is very unique to us. We have a brand new canvas every time we have a client come lay in our chair, and we customize everything that we do to help exactly that client that's laying right there. We want to make sure that we're addressing their concerns and the lines or the wrinkles or the loss of volume, whatever it is, precisely to their liking, knowing the anatomy of the face.
Yeah.
So Mina's just doing a little bit different of an injection now, still using the Voluma, but now she's trying to build up just a little bit of the volume that Nichelle has lost kind of more in the mid frontal section versus the back section here. Beautifully done. Cheeks Voluma is one of my absolute favorite products. As women, right, we want to have these beautiful apples. Mina mentioned, when we're youthful, like Nichelle is, right, we have this beautiful upside down a rectangle, and then as we age, that darn thing flips, and we don't want
yeah.
that, right? We want to stay thinner here. We want to have that lift in the volume up here, and this is really just helping that in a very natural and subtle and beautiful way. Now we're just checking for asymmetry, which all of us have some of that, which is another reason that fillers are so great, because we don't only use fillers for anti-aging and loss of volume, but we can also use it when we do have some asymmetry, even in our younger clients.
Well, and I think, Carrie, too, there's a lot, what I love right now is there's a lot of good talk about, I think for a while, there's some concerns about like syringes, right? When we talk about filler, that's kind of our measurement for it. However, there's such a small amount in each syringe that many times, like, a syringe is so much. It's really not. It's really about the face. It's about what we need to get the correct results. And we've really, really taken our time to look at treatment outcomes as a total company with our providers, because really what's the most important is the outcome and results for each client, where one person, like my bone structure is completely different. I have a very large bone structure, so I can probably use more than others. So it's all about, not so much quantity, it's about the outcome. And that's what's so important, I think, to remember as we talk through that too.
Absolutely, Amanda. So, we realize that fillers come in a syringe. Most syringe are 1 ml. 1 ml is about 1/4 teaspoon of product. When you think about that, it is a very small amount. But again, we all are so incredibly different. So, Nichelle might have a beautiful cheekbone or a platform within to lay some product down and see a result a little bit quicker. But there's other people that cheekbone is more like a cereal bowl, and it just absorbs the volume that we're putting in. So we don't, again, get caught up on 1 syringe, 2 syringe, 3 syringe, but more exactly about the outcome. And we are, highly trained, and we want that. We love what we do. We study this. We meet with, people in our profession from all over the world that do what we do, and we learn from each other to give you the best outcomes so that you do look natural and beautiful, and that, I always think the best compliment is that people think you look amazing and have no idea why or how. That is exactly our goal.
They're saying, like, she's not even flinching. Danielle, we work really, really hard to make our clients comfortable. First, many of the fillers actually have lidocaine in them. So once you get through those first initial pokes that, it's already a little bit numb, but also we add numbing to that. We don't want you to come in and be uncomfortable in what that is. And we're going to talk exactly about what you can expect from each treatment and what that feeling could be like, because it's not any fun to be like feeling like you're unsure about what's going to happen. That's going to make it feel worse. I know, Carrie, we've got to kind of go to our next one. Is there anything else that we want to add about our injectables before we move to our next one? Nichelle looks beautiful. Oh, and Mina's hamming it up back there for me. I love it. Come on, Mina.
She is. Yes. So we do of course do a topical numbing cream. There is lidocaine in all of our products, which also makes it more comfortable. And we want you to be comfortable. There is, an array of fillers that we customize. That's the other big important thing, is our knowledge about putting the right product in the right area to give you that great outcome. And we talk you through that. You know, we have consultations with you to make sure that you are getting a beautiful outcome and the best longevity that you can. And through all the different steps of what we consider, you know, part of this. So not only filler, but skincare, what you do at home. And we'll guide you through that entire treatment plan. Fillers are a beautiful part of that, whether it be, you know, part of our Allergan family, part of our Restylane family, whether it be Sculptra, which is a different type of filler that we use to build collagen. We make sure, again, that we customize everything.
Do you want to get
Yeah,
a little
Haley,
one of
that's-
her lips?
Well, what are we doing now?
See if she wants to do a quick one of her lips.
Yeah.
So Mina has used Kiss in her lips. She did half of her lips right now. Mina's going to go ahead and finish and do the other half. Again, with filler, you're going to see a little bit of swelling. That is normal and expected. There is, of course, potential for a little bit of bruising. Bruising lasts anywhere from, you know, 3 days to potentially 2 weeks. We are absolutely individual when it comes to bruising. Some people don't bruise at all. Other people bruise the first time they walk in the room. But again, we try to do what we can to minimize that bruising and that discomfort. She had numbing cream put on in advance, and lips are bitey. We won't lie to you about that.
Yeah.
But the technique that we use is beautiful. It gives the lips beautiful definition, great height, so that you can see more of that pink. It gives it a beautiful border, and it looks very natural. Lips tend to last about 6 to 9 months for most people, because if you think about it, we do a lot with our lips. We're
Yeah.
constantly moving and talking and kissing, all the things that break that product down, where cheeks usually last us 18 months to 2 years, and fillers under the eyes, smile lines, lower marionette area, we usually are going to see about a year. We do know that there is a little bit of collagen building when we inject fillers, which are made of hyaluronic acid. So you get some long-term benefits from fillers as well, which is exciting.
And Carrie, that we're asking a little bit, like the new Velux, we know for sure it's indicated for, which Velux is doing some amazing things. We were the first actually to be able to bring that to Colorado. We know it's indicated in the United States for, what are they saying, 12 to 18 months, but is that right? But they've seen studies, because it actually had started in Europe, of lasting 2 years or more. Is that what we're?
Yes,
3.
3 years.
up to 3 years.
What happened is, and the reason why we're sharing the Europe studies is because what happened is they couldn't wait any longer to put it in the United States. So they didn't wait for the study to finish the 3 years. So they just launched with what they had, and we're going with what the studies they have in Europe that's my business.
Yeah.
We're like, we
Yep.
just want to get this going. So we
Yeah.
know we're going to see some long-term results with that. And we have some amazing before and afters with that Velux that we'll continue to share throughout this week.
Yeah, it's beautiful jaw lines,
Oh, yeah.
chins, the projection, the definition that we get is, yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah,
Mhm.
beautiful.
All right. Well, I think we're due to move on to extensions, but thank you ladies so much for sharing all your
you.
incredible knowledge. Everybody wants to know how they can get your arms, Carrie. I
Thank
told
you,
them that's a
Cheryl.
separate program. Something that we'll have to consider offering later. All right. So I have some giveaways. Who's ready for giveaways? Just me? Just me? I know, I'm so excited. All right. So we are giving away 1 syringe of Kiss, which is for the lips. And that goes to Griselda Figuerosa. So congratulations. I have some elastin post-injection serum, which is incredible for even Botox or fillers, but it's so incredibly great. That goes to Karen Dervia. If I say your name wrong, I'm so sorry. But when you're in next time, please introduce yourself so I'll say it right the next time. And then I have 1 Voluma, which is for the cheeks that they were talking about. That goes to Vanessa Jacks. Where's my Vanessa? Yes, this is so amazing. Oh, I love the giveaways. They make me so happy. So congratulations, ladies, for all of that, and we're going to have some more giveaways. We're going to be going now to the hair side, where we're going to talk about some extensions, which you've already seen some incredible before and afters just with our transformation client. And I love this night with you guys. It's so amazing to be able to, you know, just share with you with what we do. Oh, I see Miss Taylor. All right. All right, let's get you there. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I just gave away a whole bunch of injectables, so that was exciting. You know, I love my
Oh,
giveaways.
yes, so
Cute little
fun.
Lauren and her pregnant belly. All right, share with us all the extension love. Tell us everything.
Okay, well, my name is Taylor. I am the extension specialist here at Facetté. And this is Lauren.
Yeah, I'm Lauren. I'm also a partner here at Facetté, and yeah, we're excited to talk about extensions.
So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the product Coco Marine. It's a high quality hair extension. It is local to Westminster, and it is lightly processed with a vegetable color. What that means is the hair is going to be beautiful, soft, and smooth.
Yeah.
It lasts 8 to 12 months with proper home care and maintenance.
And what I love too is that we always talk about how relationships are important in our partnerships, that it's another woman-owned business that is local in Colorado. And she's so great about working with the stylist. And we love that so much about our partnership with Coco Marine.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah. So we're going to do a little demo today, but I also wanted to talk a little bit. So what I loved with our transformation reveal with our client,
Amazing.
Colleen, was just that one row of extensions. I saw some of the comments on there too, makes such a huge difference.
Huge.
And I think it's just so cool because a lot of times with extensions, we think of like long mermaid hair, like gorgeous Taylor right here. And then with mine, like I went kind of medium length because my extensions were getting old. So I'm like, well, we'll try something different. And then also with Colleen, who had hers a little bit shorter just for fullness. So I love
Huge
all those
beautiful.
results. Yeah. And we offer any lengths from 16, 20, 22, and 24 inches that you can order, and they come that length. That doesn't mean that we can't make them shorter or anything like that, but that's typically what we do for those. And then typically our clients are going to do anywhere from 1 row up to 3 rows, depending on how much length you're wanting, how much fullness, and that's all customized by our providers here at the salon. And they'll be able to tell you what you would need. So the maintenance on these extensions is every 6 to 8 weeks. If you decide to push your maintenance out to that 8 weeks, then you would want to come in at 4 weeks for what we would call a mini move up. And that's just flipping the hair up. It's going to expose some beads underneath here, which we'll get to in just a minute. But that just slides right up, and then you can get another 4 weeks out of it. So it's really just dependent on your maintenance with color and all of those things as well. So yeah, we can kind of turn over and look here at our gorgeous model.
Yeah, let's see.
So she has just 1 row of extensions. You can't really see her full look at the top here, but you can see I've gotten this far in our process of her maintenance so far. As I was explaining with her beads here, the mini move up, we would just open this bead here, scoot it back to the scalp, and then clamp it down to tighten it again. So then they could get another 4 weeks out of it to stretch it to the 8-week mark.
They're showing us what's under the hood. This is like
Yes.
talk for what we really do around here.
Yes, yeah. So one other thing I'll mention before I start demoing here is with this look for our lovely model here, she has our traditional method of how we would install hair extensions. So these are just little anchor points throughout her hair here that hold as we clip in the extensions and then eventually sew in the extensions. It holds it in nice and tight, which is great, but it's going to minimize any sort of tension on the hair. It's not going to be too tight that it's tearing on the hair or causing any damage like that. There is another method that we offer here called the invisible method, which would have hair on either side of the bead. And then when you lift this up, it would just be all completely seamless. So it just depends on your desired end result, anything like that. And your stylist would be able to tell you that as well. So perfect. We can zoom back in and we'll get going on this demo.
They're gonna sew it in. I
Okay.
think it's so important. I just saw my mom's on. Hi, Mom. I think it's so important that you shared about the maintenance, and that's what they were saying. Just understanding what that looks like. I think there can be just, you know, concerns about what does that look like? How does it feel? And truthfully, when you have extensions installed correctly, you're really not going to notice it that much.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And I love, so Katie here, our model, has our newest Envy weft. So you can see at the top how tiny this is and how flat to the head that these extensions lay. It also has this little seal here, as opposed to a true hand-tied weft will have little stitches on the top. The only difference is that you're going to get a little bit more longevity out of these Envy wefts as opposed to a true hand-tied weft. And if you're someone that works out a lot or lives a very active lifestyle, it's going to help prevent any sort of matting that you can get in the back of the hair here, and really make sure that you can get the longest amount out of your extensions. So as I'm doing this maintenance on our model here, I'm just looping behind the bead on either side, so we know our bead is right underneath here. And I'm just slowly sewing along right like this to tighten this into her hair. So there's no adhesive, there's no glue, nothing like that that's ripping or like pulling on the hair. It's very, very seamless.
It is, it's beautiful. And late,
Yeah.
I think what I like about the Envy wefts, because I have them too, is that I love that they lay flat. Like even when you, like for me, because I want some length and a very fine hair, I've shared that with all of you. So I need a lot more hair. I need all the Botox and all the hair, apparently, Taylor. So that means that, you know, they lay nice and flat. It's not like I feel like that they puff up. So that is such a beautiful look as well.
No, we
Yeah.
can actually put a lot more rows in a row of beads and it lay really flat.
Yeah. And
And something I want to point out, the hand tied has the mustache hairs and that actually can be very itchy and irritating to the scalp. And this is way more comfortable.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that. And I feel like one of the things that I have loved about our team specifically, Carrie alluded to it earlier. Truthfully, we're such an education forward group as a whole that we have the most educated providers, and we spend and invest so much into our team and the time that we do for that education, that you're going to see the difference when you're in their chair or in their treatment room. So we want you to know that. They're asking Taylor about any issues wearing your hair up, like what, you know, let's talk about that.
So like Lauren said, we have the invisible option. If you wear your hair up a lot, we can do that. But if the regular method is placed correctly, there should be no bead seen.
I think once you have a chance to kind of like get used to what it is, you find your way to finesse not being able to see it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And it
Yes.
really depends, I feel like, on the client's natural texture. And that will just depend on your stylist. Like Amanda said, that we have such an incredibly educated team that just will know exactly what you need. And what I love is that we can truly say to our clients that your hair is not going to be damaged from these extensions. Like we truly would never do something to someone's hair that we couldn't 100% stand behind. So it can be scary because we've all been there with the tape-ins in the past. We've been there with so many methods of extensions that can just leave us all a little bit scarred. And so Taylor and I have loved partnering together and just really finding, especially Taylor too, as our extension specialist, finding what's best for our clients. And we actually are all going to Coco Marie this weekend.
I know, this
for a
weekend.
2-day class. Yeah.
So you guys, this is the most amazing time to actually purchase our promo, because all of them are going to this advanced class this weekend. They're going to be so excited, ready to go, do some hair. And listen, we've all been at a restaurant and seen some bad color combinations with extensions too. We've seen it. I'm just gonna call it out. I'm gonna put it out there. No gatekeeping around here. So look at their hair. Look at I mean, when you see what comes out of Facetté, like it's blended and beautiful, and that is, you know, just that's who we are in that space. So
Yeah.
I love it so much. Everyone's talking, learn about how cute your baby bump is. We can't
Oh.
stop. It's the cutest.
Thank you.
It's
Yes,
the
the
talk of
newest
the
addition to the
evening.
team.
Oh, Taylor, real quick. So Rhonda's asking, she has naturally curly hair. She's asking, is it possible to get extensions? Actually, Erin Jones, one of our partners, has curly hair too, and has had extensions. So will you address that? Well, one of you
Yes,
will.
it is possible. So they actually have a curly extension that they've come out with.
Yep.
And there's different types of curls. Some are tighter, some are looser. Those have to be air dried. You can also get the regular, which she has, but you do have to keep in mind they just straighten your hair.
So it's just about how much work is it
Right.
to you? Yeah. So you know what? Here's the best thing for almost everything that we do. All of our consultations, we do them, and you can come in for a consultation for extensions. It's a very minimal fee that can go towards your service. We just want to make sure that we
Yeah.
honor that time for our team, and what that looks like, and that's specifically to extensions. But then they can come in and they can color match you and make a plan for your hair. Even if you're looking for a big change, we can get that all figured out for you, and that's the best way. Anything else?
Yeah.
Any big words of wisdom for extensions?
I think, yeah, I just loved what Carrie was saying with injectables, just really highlighting your natural
Yep.
features. And that truly is what our goal is with any service here at Facetté, the hair experience, whether that's color or just a haircut with our calligraphy cut, which you'll see that demo this week as well.
So good.
And then with extensions, it's just truly about accentuating your natural beauty and achieving your goals, because I mean, everyone wants something different. So I think, yeah, we are so excited to see you guys, and we'd love for you guys to come in for a consultation so we can decide what extensions are best for you. So
Yes, and tomorrow we're doing quick tip styling, which I know
Yeah.
is something that everybody always is like, help us with these quick tips. So we're excited for tomorrow. Well, thank you,
And if you have
ladies.
any more questions, save them for Thursday.
yes, we have
Yep.
our hair panel Q&A, the first one that we've done out of all
Wow.
these demos.
It's gonna be so
And
fun.
so,
Yeah.
yes,
We're
we've
gonna
already had a lot
answer
of questions
The
coming.
hard
And
questions.
yeah, yes. So have your questions ready for Thursday, and thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
All right, so now we're gonna go on to the next demo, but in between I get to do a giveaway, which I get to give away an extension installation up to $500, and that goes to Christina Jensen. Congratulations, we can get you in for a consult and get you all set up, which is amazing. Christine actually mentioned the towel that we have, and I'm gonna give one away tonight, Christine. Hi, how are you? And the Aquas towel, I love it. We found it at a hair show. It is so incredible for keeping your hair healthy and shiny and making your dry time less. It's called Aquas towel. I'm obsessed with it, and we'll be giving one away tonight. So that is exciting. I just wanted to talk really quick, you guys, about the demos that are coming tomorrow, because tonight's not our only night. Tomorrow we've got cool sculpting and cool tone. It's always one that there's lots of questions about. And then I'm going to spend some time with our nonprofit, the Alliance for Suicide Prevention, because we are donating to them this week, which is very exciting. We have quick tips for styling, which every year when we talk about these like little tips like dry shampoo or how do you do this and that, it's always huge. So we decided this year we're going to do quick tips, and then CO2, which is one of our most transformative but aggressive laser treatments that we do. And so we want you to see up and close what that looks like so that you feel like you have an understanding and can ask the questions about that. So if you haven't yet, as you know, tonight you had to register for this. So it takes a minute just to be able to register. So feel free to go ahead and register for the whole entire week, and then you can just hop on when it's time for us to do each and every night that we're going to do. Okay, so our next demo, you guys, is one of my newest and favorite things. We're going to talk about all things hair. We brought in a brand new hair restoration treatment, and it took us some time to be able to do this because we have spent so much time around researching what has the most results, regardless of other outstanding circumstances, age, hereditary, blood type, those kind of things. So I'm gonna bring up the girls here because they're already at it. I'm gonna unmute them. You can see O'Brien's looking super chill there. Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
So we're gonna talk about my new favorite thing, the Keralase hair restoration. Tell me
Right.
all about it, Miss Jenny.
So I'm Jenny and we have Kimberly. We're both medical estheticians here at Facetté, and we have our model here, Brian. And you are watching our Keralase treatment. It's our best non-invasive hair rejuvenation treatment that's on the market. It's fast, it's pain-free, there's no downtime. It's safe for both men and women. And we use the Lutronic Laze MD Ultra 1927. It's the best wavelength for rejuvenation. It creates non-ablative microchannels to prep the scalp for increased absorption of our Care Factor serum. That Care Factor serum is a blend of 5 different growth factors and 2 skin proteins designed to stimulate hair growth. Each of those highly concentrated peptides are individually wrapped in nanoliposomes, which are the carriers, for enhanced absorption of up to 5 times. The Care Factor serum supports the hair during that anagen growth phase. And when you're experiencing hair loss, there is lack of growth or none at all when you're in that anagen growth phase. The Care Factor is seeking to ramp up that growth by targeting dead or dormant hair follicles. So with the combo of this Keralase treatment, all of your take-home products, and the protocol that we've put you on, then you are going to get the most optimal results that there are.
Yeah, here's the thing. So they're asking some great questions, which I love, Jenny. So the first question is, how painful is it? And I can tell you, I was having my treatment done. I've been on my 3rd treatment, and we let Faith feel it on her hand, and she had the perfect description. She called it like prickles, like kind of like when a little like staticky prickles. That's how it feels. It is not painful. Afterwards, I feel like it feels maybe like you got a little bit of a sunburn, just kind of warm, but that goes away very quickly. Jenny, how many treatments? Can you talk about like the treatment protocol?
Yes. So we are going to ask that you come in over the course of 6 months, 6 times, 4 weeks apart. And then once you finish that series, the results are going to maintain as long as you maintain them. So we ask them that you come in for 1 session every 6 months after. And within those every 4-week treatment in between, you're going to be going home with your post care. So you get the massage scalp stimulating brush, and then you get the Care Factor serum that I was telling you about. And then we also have the exfoliating shampoo and conditioner blend. And you're going to be using the shampoo and conditioner every time that you wash your hair. If you have long hair, you're going to use it as a double cleanse. So you'll use your regular shampoo first, this blend here second, and then follow with your regular conditioner on your ends. And then you're going to use your serum 2 times a day. And then when you're in office after your treatment immediately post, you're going to be using our Care Cap for about 10 minutes. And that's a red LED light therapy cap. And again, that is just going to be stimulating and increasing the blood flow, helping you to achieve healthier hair.
Yeah, so many people can benefit from this, because let me just share some of the struggles we had with other hair protocols in the past. First of all, PRP is where we would draw your blood, we'd spin out the PRP, separate that, we would do RF microneedling, and then we would inject it. It's very painful. And depending on how quality your blood was is dependent on the results. We saw very inconsistent results. Some were great, but some were not. Sometimes with hereditary issues or we just had a hard time being able to really see great results. With this, what happened was the the CTO, the Certified Technology Officer of this group, he needed hair growth and he created this peptide and this protocol, and we've just gotten amazing results. You can see Kimberly is applying the post-treatment serum and just rubbing it in really, really good.
Yep,
And
you really want to massage.
you want to
the head
massage that in there.
after, Really
Yeah, because you
stimulate
want to
that
get it
scalp.
down into those channels so that it gets to that. And then I will say the take home product, Jenny, the serum, because I use it every day. What's nice is I don't wash my hair every day. Like I have extensions, so maybe every 4 or 5 days. And I can put it in my hair, it will dry and it's not gummy, it's not weird, but it's easy to use. So that's what's amazing for that. Yes, Cookie, that's such a great question. Post-COVID, right, Jenny? Post-COVID hair
Yes,
loss. So
absolutely.
many people who have the long-term post-COVID hair loss or after surgery, after babies, amazing results from this.
And what's nice
Um,
is, like you mentioned, it's non-invasive as far as not using any needles. There's no numbing
Yeah.
cream that's required. And we do ask that you come in with very clean hair,
Here.
no products in the hair, day of treatment. You're not going to be doing any cleansing after, but then after the treatment, you're able to wash your hair the day after.
Yeah, it really, and we'll share, I think what we'll do is we'll make sure that we share in our social media stories so you guys can look at some before and afters of this treatment that we have seen. He is relaxed because really there's nothing to it. It's very easy. Doesn't take that long. I love that, like, you can see he's a little red. Will you get a little closer, Erin? Like, it's a little red in that space. Like I said, kind of like a little sunburn. It just feels a little warm afterwards, but then you don't even think about it. It is, yep, everybody wants to know the price point. So for our Keralase, we include the entire treatment because really the full benefit comes from doing the full package of 6. So that will be $3,350. That will include a complimentary blowout from us. And that includes all of your take-home product, because every time you need it, you'll need that shampoo, you'll need the serum that includes everything, which is it's like $558 per treatment. It really is completely affordable when you look at PRP hair restoration. It is between like $1,100 and $1,300 per treatment. It's significantly different. You start seeing new growth, Alicia, they say about 90 days is when you start seeing it. And what I'll do tomorrow, you guys, when I got to show you my hair, I'll put a picture up. If you haven't followed me on my Instagram, I'm Mandermazing, you follow me. I have a picture of all these little like crazy hairs that I have to like spray down because they're growing so crazy right now, but that's what's amazing about what we're doing. So we're gonna if you have more questions, you can put them in there, but we're gonna move to laser hair removal. So go ahead with that, Jenny.
All right, so we are switching gears and changing our glasses out, and we are demoing the laser hair removal. So we have, again, from Lutronic, our Clarity 2. It's a dual wavelength system. It's great because it's safe for all skin types, and we use it to treat the face and the body. During our treatment today, we're going to be using our Alexandrite 755. This is a long pulsed laser, and it has a very strong attraction to melanin. So it's going to be treating the hair in that active anagen phase while the hairs are still attached to the capillary. Here we go. That laser
great.
is following down the hair follicle and cauterizing that capillary. Because we want to get as many hairs as we can in each of your sessions, we want to try to catch them in the same growth cycle. So when we're treating the face, we want you to come in every 4 weeks. When we're treating the core, we want you to come in every 5 weeks. And when we're treating the legs down, we want you to come in every 6 weeks. Ideally, you'd complete a series of 6 sessions, and that gives you about an 80% reduction in hair, which is really amazing. The treatments are really quick. There's minimal discomfort. There's a built-in cryogenic spray, so it immediately cools the skin with each of those pulses. Brian, how are you feeling?
Yes, good.
Good. So he's very comfortable, as you can see. To prep, we ask that you refrain from waxing because we really want to keep that root
in the skin because the laser, again, is attracted to that melanin.
Yeah.
So to prep, no waxing. You're going to shave within that 24-hour time frame before your treatment. It's very important that you have no self-tanner on your body and no tan. And the hair must have melanin itself. So it's not going to be an effective treatment if your hair is gray or white.
Blonde.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
Sometimes it can be resistant to redheads depending on how fine the hair is, right? We've seen that a little bit.
Exactly. Yes. And then
It's that
post-care.
dark
So
hair.
yes, I love the darker, the better for sure. And then as far as post-care, it's just comparable to the redness that you may see with a slight sunburn. We apply aloe after. Typically, redness will go away within about an hour, but sometimes it can stay longer. And then we would see Brian back here in about 4 weeks.
I love it. And how I feel like laser hair kind of feels is maybe like a rubber band snap on your skin. Just like
Exactly.
a little bit
That's
of
what
a
I would
snap.
say. Yep.
It's kind of snappy. Yeah, you want to shave bikini line. I mean, because we can't have too long of hair because it makes it harder to get to it. So you want that super clean. So then as we roll over that follicle, it can just zap that follicle and move on. You do have to have a series of treatments for the best results. At least that's the most important. And then I would say, just keep in mind that there is some maintenance sometimes, right? That we would want to do, that hormones, and hairs grow back, and it's okay for us to zap them again.
That's right.
Yep. I love it. Well, thank you ladies so much for showing us
Thank
all the things
you.
about hair, and Brian for being a good sport that we just wait, Brian. Awesome. So Mina's gonna pop on here for one quick second because she is gonna share some things real quick about a new product that we're excited about offering. And then don't go away because I have like 10 giveaways to do, like 10 of them. So there she is. Hi, Miss Nina.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. So we've
I'm back again.
I know, back again. We've had a night, it was our first night. We had some technical difficulties. We had to get through some things. So one of the things we forgot to talk about was one of our newest products, Upneek. So would you share with us? Because we're gonna probably give some of that away, I think, probably.
Yes, and it's so great. And Upneek was FDA approved about a year ago, and so we've been carrying it since then. And what it basically does, it's an eye drop, and I use it almost every day. And what it does is it's for like heavy lidded eyes, which in part happens just as we get older. And it actually is FDA cleared. What it does to contract the muscularity of the levitator and the Mueller muscle. So it tightens those muscles and it opens up the eye, which is really cool. Now, one thing it also does is it actually decreases redness and increases lubrication of the eye. And so that's really important as well too, even though it doesn't have that FDA clearance. So, but I think they are working on that actually too. But what's really cool about it, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but like I'll wake up in the morning and my brain is on fire and my body feels good, doesn't feel tired, but my eyes always feel tired. And so when I put those eye drops in, I feel like it just kind of wakes my eyes up and just helps me feel more alert. And there's actually science behind that, because when your eyes are more open, then you get more sun into your eye, a little bit more light. And then when you do that, it tells your brain that you're more alert and more awake. Isn't that fascinating?
Ooh, that is interesting. I personally I definitely have heavier eyelids. It's a genetic thing, which that's just how it has been for me.
A lot of us are.
But I do love that it opens it up, especially for events or pictures. But also it makes the whites of your eyes very bright and clear. Mm-hmm. So then I feel like you see the color of your eye better. I mean, there's just some really cool benefits to it. Or, when we just feel super heavy, and you're right, in the mornings is the worst for me too.
Yes.
Like we wake up and
for sure.
I mean, I'm 29, but I'm just.
I know. Me too. I'm 29 too.
Right.
So, So And so if you win it tonight, or if you wanted to purchase some, just so you know how to use it, it comes in like little individual packages, and it's 1 drop per eye. And they say then you're supposed to throw that package away, which really it's okay if you don't. And then you can use that same little vial, and you can do another drop on each eye the next day. And so really they say it's a 45-day supply in the box, but really it's going to be more like a 90-day supply. And it works really well. It lasts about 8 hours, and it takes about 45 minutes to kick in. And you'll feel it when it kicks in. I can always tell when it starts to kick in for me.
Yeah, it definitely, like, you feel it open up. They're asking about bags. It really doesn't really help with bags under the eyes. I mean, it's more for
No,
that upper eyelid
more that
kind of
like heavy.
lifting here.
Mhm,
Yeah,
it's right there. Yeah, it just kind of opens up right here. So yeah, that's where it works.
it's a great
So, but it's
product.
great. Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing. I'm gonna
Of course.
have my Oprah moment and give all the things away. So
Give it
thank you
away.
for
Give it away.
all the things. All right.
Thank you
Thanks,
guys for
Mia.
joining us. Yes, we'll see you soon.
Bye. All right. Well, now you have learned some things. I love, even as we share, that each time I learn something new, and I love that about our team and what they bring. So let's do some giveaways because we can. A few things. How do you get your name in the drawing for the grand prize? You guys, our grand prize this year, if you haven't taken a look at it, is pretty amazing. It is literally worth over $3,500. Like, you do not want to miss being in the drawing for that. Every night you're on, just like this with the Zoom, we put your name into a drawing. Anytime you donate to the Alliance for Suicide Prevention, $5 or more, your name gets put into a drawing. Anytime you purchase one of our promotions packets, your name gets put into the drawing for the grand prize. And not just the grand prize, but $20,000 worth of other prizes that we're giving away. And when you purchase our promotions packages, you get one of our infamous swag bags, which are worth over $150. In each swag bag, there are full-size products from SkinCeuticals. I'm going to open one tomorrow so you guys can see what's in the swag bags, because they're pretty amazing. They're my favorite thing. You guys, I love stuffing the swag bags. It might be my favorite thing. I ask for help, but most of the time I like to do it by myself, just because it's so fun. I think about each of you opening them up, and it makes me so happy. So tomorrow I'll show you the swag bags, and just know anytime you participate, we're putting your name in. And you guys, the biggest thing this year is that we are doing here at Facetté an in-person happy hour for the first time since COVID. We had to take everything online for all the reasons that and we wanted to be mindful of everyone's space and feelings and what that looks like, but we really missed being able to see people in person. What we learned was that doing demos this way gave us a bigger reach so that we could ask more questions and dig a little deeper, but we still I missed having champagne with all of you and taking pictures and being able to answer questions. So Friday from 4 to 6, we're going to have champagne and a little happy hour. We would love, love, love to have you here because we've missed you, and just come say hi. We're going to have Noontide, who's a permanent makeup or permanent jewelry company, come in, and they'll be here, and just come see your team that you get to see every day, and we get to celebrate with you. So we'd love that. Okay, without further ado, we are going to give away one medium area of laser hair removal, and that goes to Cookie. Oh, Cookie, you won laser hair, so you can pick what medium area you want. The Aquas towel that Christine and I were talking about goes to Jody Garver. And you guys, just so you know, that if your name is called for a service, we're going to put it on your account here. If you're new here, we'll create an account for you. If you get something like a physical card or something like that, we're going to put your name on it. But if you can come pick up this week, that would be helpful, because we have a lot of things here to give away. Nina is so awesome. Really, honestly, you guys, the entire Facetté team, I could cry. They're such an incredible group of very smart, very caring, and very lovely women. And I love how they encourage each other every day. It really is super incredible. We are giving away a Heyday gift card, which I have to give a shout out to my good friend, Jen, who is the owner of Heyday. This week, they're also having an event. It's called After Dark. It is on Thursday, the 9th from 5 to 7. Super cool event. Please check it out. Prizes, but it's a little bit like sexier and fun than just like a boutique thing. She is so innovative and incredible. Every time I get something from Heyday and I wear it, I get compliments all the time on it. So I love supporting our local boutiques. And so tonight, Jacqueline Rankin, you get the Heyday gift card. Lucky you, girl. I'm gonna go shopping with you. Another one of our amazing clients who is a great supporter of us is Kamara Shanks. She's a realtor here in town. She has donated $75 Jack's gift cards for each night to give away, and that goes to Terry Pratt. So congratulations, Terry. One of my new favorite products that we're offering, I brought it here to show you, that we're offering is the makeup eraser. This is like the wind down. I like that there's like different colors in here. What I love about this is a specific cloth that you can just use warm water with, and it will take off all your makeup, including waterproof makeup, and then you wash it and reuse it. So obviously we're saving the earth a little bit with our like cotton rounds and the makeup wipes, but I love that it's reusable. And honestly, I've never had anything be able to remove my makeup as well as this product. So we have those, and I have a mini one for Alicia Anderson. Congratulations. I know, Heyday. I'm kind of bummed. Vital Body is one of our, it's our CBD product line. I love their bath salts. I love their facial oil. I love their pain cream. It is a staple in my house with my husband and I. And so the Vital Body bag goes to Rhonda Martin. Congratulations. Maxi Brow. If you haven't noticed, my lashes are super long. I'm loving them right now. They have a lash lift. Jenny did a lash lift on me. It is because I use the Maxi Brow. It's helped me fill in my brows. It's helped me fill in my lashes. So I have a full Maxi Brow product, which is $125 worth of product for Kelly Bailey. Congratulations, Kelly. I'm telling you, I have all of these fun giveaways. And then the Upneek,
Oh my gosh.
Mina was talking about. One goes to Barbara Mason. Yay, Barbara. And one goes to Penny Mollish. If I said your name wrong, again, I'm so sorry. Please make sure you say hi the next time you're in. But yes, I'm gonna put your name on it and you can come pick it up. So thank you all so much for joining tonight. I love that we get to spend the week together. Somebody told me their husband calls it Beauty Week. Maybe we're gonna coin that and just say, hey, it's Beauty Week at the set. Okay, Cookie says, I'm leaving on a jet plane. Love the information. Oh yes. Okay. So we're going to record all of these sessions and they will go on to our YouTube. So they'll be uploaded. You can see them later. We want to be referring to them. So we'll make sure that you get caught up, Cookie. Don't you worry. And if you need to come in and have just a consultation for you and your skin, come meet with us and we'll take care of you. That way you guys can do that. So thank you all so much for joining me tonight. And I would love to have you join me for the rest of the week. And whenever you come in and pick up your items, Kelly will help tell you what you won was to help grow your eyelashes and your eyebrows. And I just love it so much. So until tomorrow, I'll see you guys then. Have a great night.